Hey there, welcome back to the beginner blogging series. So today I'm going to walk you through setting up web hosting for your website. So first of all, what's web hosting and why does it matter? If you're planning to start a website, one of the very first things you're going to need is web hosting. And in simple terms, hosting is what makes your website accessible to people online. It's like renting space on the internet where all of your website's files, images, all your content are stored. Without hosting, your site wouldn't be visible to anyone. There are a ton of hosting providers out there, but choosing the right one is critical to making sure that your website is fast, that it loads quickly, it stays secure, it remains online without interruptions. All those things are key things to think about when you're choosing your hosting plan. And really, that's why I recommend SiteGround. I've tried a couple, but really I've stayed with SiteGround over the years for all of my websites because it's known for its speed, its security, and the customer service is really top notch. So if you're starting a blog, if you want to do an online store or just a business site, SiteGround really gives you that reliable foundation so you can focus on growing your website and not worry about all the technical stuff. So I'm going to walk you through exactly how to set up your website in SiteGround. Of course, the first thing you're going to need to do is actually get SiteGround. They have quite a few options, as you can see here from their main page. What you're going to want to go with is the WordPress hosting. As you can see, there's a few options. So you've got the Startup, $2.99 a month, Grow Big, $4.99 a month, and then Go Geek, $7.99 a month. If you are just getting started, the Startup really has everything you need. It's got one website, you get 10 gigs of web space, which I promise is more than enough, 10,000 visits a month, and all of the WordPress features, the hosting features, the SSL, which we'll talk about here in a minute, all of this stuff. So once you've selected and purchased your hosting plan, you're going to log in. And once you log in, it's going to look something like this. You're not going to have any websites yet. As you can see, I've got 2 websites currently active. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a new website. Just click this button right here. And because in the previous video I showed you I purchased my domain from Bluehost simply because I like to keep my domain and my hosting separate, I'm going to select existing domain. If you want to use SiteGround for a new domain as well, you can choose this option. All right, and my new domain name is ericarules.com. And just hit continue. All right, and this is a brand new website, so I'm going to select Start New Website. All right, and I'm going to use the WordPress simply because I like managing my own things. I have a theme I already like. You can also choose the SiteGround Site Builder, which will help you get started, and this is absolutely a viable option. I've not used it myself, but I have heard good things about it, so you can research it and see if that's the route you want to go. I'm going to use WordPress and hit select, and then I'm going to set up my email address, and I'm just going to use my email address from my other blog. All right, and it's gonna pop up some options. I will tell you most of this stuff is really not needed. All right, easy peasy, and now it's going ahead and creating my WordPress site. All right, now the next thing you want to do is go ahead and point your domain to the host server. So what that means is that because I have my domain on Bluehost and my host on SiteGround, I need them to talk to each other. All right, now what you're going to do is point your domain to SiteGround. So because I have, again, separated my domain name on Bluehost and my host on SiteGround, I need to point this. All right, what you're going to do in Bluehost, you're going to come here to your website information. You're going to scroll down to Advanced Tools at the bottom, and then where it says Name Servers DNS, you're going to click on Manage, and then you're going to input the NS1 and NS2 for SiteGround. And all you need to do is copy and paste the information from your SiteGround site, click on Save, and then you'll get a message saying that the update was submitted, and then it takes a few minutes usually to connect, but once it does, then you can go back over to SiteGround and see the information. Now what you're going to do is select the WordPress option. So SiteGround, you can choose either just a regular WordPress or you can choose WordPress with WooCommerce. I generally select WordPress with WooCommerce because that way you can start selling digital products, courses, all of that fun stuff. And that's it. Now you've got a fully functional WordPress site ready for your theme, your plugins, and all the other fun stuff. If you click on View Site, it should, after a few minutes, pop up your actual website. I'm going to actually give it a couple minutes, and then I'm going to come back and show you what that looks like. Okay, so I had to step away for a minute because this was not actually connecting, and what you will learn as you start your blog is that there is always some fun and exciting thing that you have to work through. So one of the great things about SiteGround, like I mentioned, is that their customer service is top notch. So I did reach out to a member of the team via chat, and he helped me out. It looked like it was just a DNS caching issue. So he helped me out, and now when I click on WordPress admin in my ericarules.com website, it takes me to my WordPress page. So as you can see, the website is set up. Next time, what we're going to do is go through themes. I'm going to share with you my Thrive theme. We're going to walk through the WordPress settings so that you know exactly what to check and what to select for each of your WordPress items. And then you'll be ready to start blogging. So we'll talk soon.